much higher. Guys, let's talk about OP-17, the pull rates, the craziness around this set, and why I think there's a market sell-off currently happening right now in the One Piece TCG. Guys, we got a lot of exciting things to go over today, all relating to the next set coming out in a little more than a week's time, which is super hype. But before we get into it, guys, what do you think of the new setup? It's still a work in progress. Still gonna throw some things back there. My bookshelf suffered a casualty on the way over, but we are moved into the new space. But a lot of my figures are up in the background. It's gonna look real nice, I promise. But anyways, really exciting stuff. And of course, we've got the shrine here for Lord and Savior Luffy D. Monkey, okay? But before we get into the video, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you love gamer subs and you wanna get 10% off your order, click the link down in the description below. Use code Theory or Papa. Get that nice juicy discount and enjoy yourself some gamer subs today. All right, guys, without any further ado, let's talk about OP-17. So guys, I want to talk about the hit rates for OP-17 and why I'm a little concerned about this set in general, but I also kind of want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the fact that the One Piece market is starting to see a little bit of a dip right now. As we can see, we've got some data here showing that in the last few weeks, we've been seeing a dump. Now, people are a little concerned about this, especially with OP-17 just around the corner, but guys, I'm going to say something that not too many people are stating enough, and is the fact that I think this sell-off is merely people trying to get capital to invest in OP-17. I mean, let's face it, it's the 4th anniversary set. The cards that are going to be coming in this set are going to be incredibly hype, and a lot of us jumped the gun too with this set, not really thinking it will be anything special, but people know now that there's going to be some serious cash in this set, and thus people are going to start selling their cards, their sealed product, all that sort of stuff. So I kind of wanted to just lay that out for anyone who's a little concerned. That's my theory about it. And when we see the market go up for a little while and then come down again, that's something we can clarify in another video. But let's talk about pull rates right now. So there's not too much data on this yet. I've only kind of gone through a couple of areas of interest for this information. Obviously, the set's not out yet, but there's this website I went across. There's this guy here, Firefist Collectibles. He's been known for posting hit rates. I mean, people who go online and post this information, we love those people, but we don't have enough information yet to really clarify if these are accurate or not. And I don't really think that any of this here is accurate either, and I'm going to go over with you right now. First of all, with the 1 in 15 to 20 cases per manga card, I think this is a little confusing for some people. What I think they're trying to clarify here is that typically it's between 1 and 3 cases that there's a manga card, and there's 4 manga cards in this set. So it's going to be roughly between 1 and 12 to 15 cases if you're trying to get a specific card like the Big Mom or, like the Big Mom or the Kaido or the Shanks or the Whitebeard, right? Very obvious stuff. Now, the next thing is the Baki SP, which is super interesting and is also a type of card we've started to see a little more now since, was it OP-13, I think? Yes. So basically, One Piece collaborating with other super famous artists in Japan who create incredibly successful mangas like Jujutsu Kaisen or Black Clover are collaborating with the One Piece TCG. We've seen this already with the 3rd anniversary winner card here with this Luffy. This was done by the creator of Black Clover, which is super hype. And we also saw this in OP-13's God Pack with the Gorosei. The Gorosei themselves were literally drawn by the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen. So the fact that we're now getting a Baki card is pretty fantastic. I have to say, I really do love these collaborations. I would personally love to see a Dan-to-Dan collaboration, and that might just come up very soon, but definitely very hype and super exciting for Baki fans. With the pull rates for this card, they're saying that it's basically 1 per case, but from other sources, they're stating that this actually could be between 1 and 4 cases. So a much more rarer card. Again, cannot be 100% confirmed until we start getting more data about this, but I wouldn't think that's too hard to believe. I mean, these are very cool types of chase cards, and since OP-16, we did see them attempt to change the mapping for cases, so we very well could see that happen here as well, also considering the fact that there's just so many grails in this set. But let's continue. So with the hockey SPs, so they're saying here with this, there's only 1 per case. Firefist Collectibles goes on to say that it's typically 2 SPs per case. You just don't know which ones you're going to get. I think that's very standard. That also includes these gold SPs as well. You could get one of them and one of the hockey cards, you get 2 gold SPs, you get 2 hockey cards. I mean, the possibilities are all over the place, right? But I do think that it is fair to assume it will be 2 SPs per case. But again, OP-16 did kind of mess things, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Next up is the manga event card here. Super hype card. I love Shanks. Shanks is a great character, and honestly, this was a great moment in the manga itself. So it's refreshing to see it pop up in OP-17. Now, the only information that I can provide you from what I've seen is that these are not guaranteed per case. Same with the treasure rares. They've been really changing up the treasure rares. So both treasure rare and manga event card could be 1 to 2 per case. They're not guaranteed per case is what I'm trying to say here. So definitely going to be a little more of a rare manga event card, and in fact could be a more expensive manga event card because of those circumstances. So next up, let's talk about the Monkey D. Luffy manga leader looking card. So I can't really provide too much information on this, but there are 5 leaders per case supposedly, and it's possible for one of those leaders to be replaced with this Luffy card here. So can't really provide much on that yet. Again, we have very little data to really talk about with this, but thought we'd just kind of go over that real quick. Still a cool card. I'm not too crazy about it, but it looks all right. I mean, it's a Luffy card. I just don't understand the framing. Maybe he should have been more centered. I don't know. But anyways. And last but not least, let's talk about the Pirate Crew rarity cards, Luffy and Rocks. So the disappointing thing about this, guys, is that because these cards are so rare and none of the cards are out yet, it's really hard to say what kind of hit rates we could see for this. People are theorizing it's between 7 and 10 cases. Fire Fist, I believe, states it's between 1 and 20. But we can definitely bet that these cards are going to be absolutely incredibly expensive. People are already saying this is going to be a $10,000 card right off the bat, which breaks my heart because I want it. I think we all want it, but I think these cards are just absolutely phenomenal. And I think when OP-17 really does come out, it's just going to truly set the bar higher for the One Piece TCG, because we thought the red mangas were going to be the prolific kind of bar for these cards. Now I think this is going to start changing things again. And this could also set a new precedent for future Grail cards as well. I mean, we've already seen Bandai go back to different SPs from different sets. Like in OP-04, they brought back that style to OP-16 again with the Ace and the Robin and Kuma and all that. So I definitely think we're going to see more Pirate Crew rarity type cards in future sets. It would be a shame if they didn't decide to do that. We did not see any more red manga cards from OP-13. So it is also possible they decide to not do that, and this is just going to be a new type of bar. And maybe every anniversary set, they'll just throw in a unique new type of rarity just to make that set even more scarce and desirable. So what am I concerned about with this set? Well, guys, I'm just going to state the obvious, and I'm just concerned that nobody is going to be getting their hands on these cards for a good price. These are insane chase cards. The amount of hype behind this is just going to be mind-blowing, and I definitely think that these Pirate Crew cards are going to be completely out of reach. If you want my honest advice, I think that when this set comes out, I would probably hold off for a good while before you start buying into these cards. And not for the obvious reason you think I'm going to state. It's not necessarily because the prices will come down in a month or two after the set releases, but it's also because they're going to be printing a ton of these boxes, guys. So I want you to think about this for a second. Bandai has consistently been getting more and more profits every year from every set because One Piece is the GOAT and a bunch of new people are coming into this TCG, right? Bandai also, in order to make profits, needs to print more stuff. Now, I'm not necessarily suggesting these cards are going to be less scarce because of this, but Bandai will be printing way more sets, which could in fact change the percentage of us getting our hands on some of these cards. Like the manga cards might not actually be that expensive in the long run because there's 4 different variations and perhaps there's just quite a few that are printed. We did see that with OP-13 and we did see that with EBO-3. So there is a chance of price spikes and dips throughout this whole thing. Long term, I think this set's just going to be phenomenal to hold if you're interested in just holding it because for obvious reasons. But if you're, looking to buy these and collect and try and maybe get some of your favorite cards before it's too late, I do think the Baki Manga event card and the Conquerors cards are going to be affordable for most people, at least over time. Obviously, there will be a lot of hype around these cards in the beginning, but I do think the gold SPs will be a little expensive, probably over $1,000 a minimum, just because they're unique, they look super nice, and to have them all as a set would be pretty dope as well. Manga cards, again, I mean, there's manga cards in every set, so it really just depends on popularity and what people are chasing. A lot of people aren't happy with the manga cards in this set. And the manga leader card, I mean, I could see that being like $300-400. I mean, I can't see that being too much more than that. I don't personally think there's anything too special about it. Yes, it's a new type of leader rarity, but I don't know. Cards kind of mid in my opinion. But overall, the pirate crew cards will be the crazy grails of this set. This will be probably on the same level as the red manga cards. So we need to approach this with caution. If you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of money on the side, but you're going to put a little bit of money into it, I would say tread carefully. And if you're somebody that's going to invest in this set heavily, I hope you get a good deal for it, because personally, it is just going to be absolute madness, especially now that we know that these are the cards that are going to be coming in this set. But anyways, guys, I'm super hyped. I think this is going to be an awesome set. And again, you know, some of us will be lucky enough to pull some of these cards. So I only wish you luck when you finally get your hands on these packs, guys. And yeah, it's just going to be some good stuff ahead. But anyways, I hope you did like this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm really excited to be in the new place. We're going to start posting more videos now. So stay tuned for that. But a video should be on the screen. Be sure to click it, and I will see you over there.